Rolex Datejust, created in 1945, designed to commemorate Rolex's 40th anniversary, it was the first self-winding waterproof chronometer to feature a date window display. Traditionally, watches of this time, the date was indicated by a hand on the dial's circumference, similar to the Oris pointer date. However, with the Datejust, it now showcased the date at the 3 o'clock position on the dial, achieved by fitting the caliber with a 31-day disc and a mechanism that turns it at midnight. In 1953, a magnifying effect of the Cyclops lens was implemented, inspired by the one-eyed giant in Greek mythology, making it easier to read the date. The watch's unique and timeless style was further enhanced with the special Jubilee bracelet. Fast forward to today, the Datejust has become a staple in Rolex's lineup and being one of enthusiasts' favorite. Today we are looking at a very special watch lent to me from my brother to do this review. The 41mm stainless steel Datejust with the white dial and Roman numerals, featuring a fluted bezel and the Jubilee bracelet. The Rolex Datejust 41 is celebrated for its modern size and classic design. With its larger case, it offers a bold yet elegant presence on the wrist. When looking at this watch, the first thing that attracts the eyes is the fluted bezel. A signature design characterized by its distinctive groove pattern made with white gold. Crafted with precision and attention to detail, the fluted bezel not only enhances that aesthetic appeal but contributes to the timeless allure of the watch. The combination of the white dial and Roman numerals exudes elegance and refinement. The dial is constructed with 6 layers of lacquer on a brass plate. A colorless varnish is then applied to give the color all of its depth and shine. Once the varnish is dry, the surface is polished to magnify the color. Shielding that gorgeous dial is a double-coated AR sapphire crystal with the iconic Cyclops date window, which magnifies the date by 2.5 times. Featuring a robust, stylish monoblock oyster-style case, it is crafted with 904L stainless steel for maximum corrosion resistance. The case is meticulously finished with polished surfaces, sharp lines, and smooth edges, reflecting Rolex's commitment to precision engineering and design. With a lug-to-lug width of 47.6mm and thickness of 11.7mm, the watch wears true to its size and fits nicely on my 6.5cm wrist. Before we talk about the movement, let's look at the Jubilee bracelet that sits nicely in the 21mm lug width. A 5-link design with polished center links and brushed side links, it helped makes the entire watch pop and a nice complement to the flashy fluted bezel. Featuring the oyster clasp with quick on-the-go adjustment, just by popping in and out the link you can give yourself 5mm of adjustment. Unfortunately, this is not my watch, so I won't be opening the case back to show the movement. But the movement features Rolex most current 3235 caliber, which features a chronogy escapement and parachrome hairspring, making it more resistant to magnetic fields. Beating at 4 Hz 28,800 beats per hour, providing approximately 70 hours of power reserve, this watch can go days without winding. With a screw-down case back and screw-down crown, the Datejust is rated for 100-meter water resistance. By unscrewing the crown, the wearer is met with an audible pop, which allows the movement to be wound. By popping it out to the first position, it allows the date adjustment. And popping it out to the second position, it will allow adjustment of the time. So what are my thoughts on this watch after wearing it for 2 weeks straight? Well, imagine yourself living inside a bubble, and anything that came close to that bubble, you walked the other way. I might as well wrap my wrist in bubble wrap, but I think that would have drawn more attention than the watch itself. A scratch, a ding, a scuff on such a beautiful watch is like scratching a brand new Porsche moments leaving the lot, wanting to turn back time, but it's there forever, unless you have the money left over to fix it. It's definitely not an everyday watch. I kept my distance from people and I had to be super conscious about my surroundings. Wearing a watch like this, you want people to look at it, but you also don't want the wrong people paying attention to the flashiness, otherwise, you might end up in a ditch, not moving. However, when you do find the right occasion to wear the watch, it is such a joy. Like a sports car you only take out on a sunny weekend, but other than that, it stays in the garage. I wish the case diameter was 40mm instead of 41, but when you wear a watch as flashy as the Datejust, bigger is better, right? The fluted bezel is mesmerizing and should be considered worse than talking on your cell phone while driving, because not only are you constantly looking at the watch, but also being blinded by the light refracted from the bezel. With this timeless design, the Rolex Datejust is truly a stunner of a watch. Again, I want to thank my brother for giving me the opportunity to review this watch, and I can't wait to get my hands on his Omega Aquaterra to review for you next.